Well, hello everybody. I just thought I'd take a minute and show you what my version of the hoop coop looked like. Now this is taken from several different people, the ideas, the concepts, and that's kind of what we do, you know, especially out on the homestead. And we take ideas. None of these are new or unique. They're all a compilation of different ideas, and we make them work for what we have, for our circumstance. And that's what I've done here. Add a few new ideas and share it with other people, so maybe if it fits for their circumstance, they'll have ideas. And I think that's what everybody really strives to do. I want to kind of give you a look at what we've got going on here. This is a hoop coop. It's 12 foot by 7 foot, and it's made with cattle panels, treated 2x4s on the bottom. It's 12 foot long and then 7 foot across. And as you see, I built a roost, and we'll go in there and let me just show you. I've got a regular latch here, but down at the bottom I went ahead and I put a pin in there. And what that pin does, it has several purposes. I can unlock the coop, open it up and lock it open, or I can do that, pull it up, and then it'll close behind me so the birds don't get out. Oh look, we have an egg. We have a cackleberry. I built these nesting boxes. They're not quite finished yet, but the wife needed them put in place, so there they are. So what we've got, and then we've got a roosting that I built, and this is suspended from the top just using paracord. Paracord's mighty stuff. It's great stuff. And this will raise up. Now if these birds want to get off of here, you know, I don't think they read the script. Ladies, y'all go do something. Go find somewhere to go. Come on, y'all not helping me out here. Come on. Down you go. Y'all come back up later. Pool's closed. Okay. Well, this raises up like that, so when we're cleaning in here, we can raise it up out of the way or something like that. Now, we've opted to control their feed. We don't want to continuously feed them. So we feed in there, we put it in the middle so they can get all the way around. Their water, that is a pig or goat feeder, and a watering, hold on, they want to get out. And a float valve. I bought at TSC. The pig feeder I had when we had pigs. Then the hose goes over there. You see the water barrel there, and that's just the barrel. It's been rinsed out, cleaned out, and let set, so anything in there would gas off, and then tested. So I just haven't taken the label off of it. But there's nothing wrong with that water. You can see the birds are enjoying it. I even filled it up, smelled it, tasted it, and made sure. Now the way I put that, and I'll show you this in just a minute on how I did the water. Okay, now the water, as we were talking about, it has a hose. It comes from that float valve right there. See if I get that in the camera right. Then the hose comes around here and it goes into that barrel. Now that barrel is nothing but 3/4 inch pipe and a valve. Okay, and that's a uniseal that I have in the barrel. As you see, this barrel is full of water, and I'm really pleased with that uniseal. It does not leak, and they're so easy to put in. Oftentimes, you know, I would do like a lot of us do, and we drill a hole, and then we take and get a threaded fitting. We put a bunch of Teflon tape on there, and we screw it in, and we hope it doesn't leak today. But we know it's going to leak sooner or later. And that uniseal, I'm really pleased. It's really easy to put on. There's really no guesswork to it, and they're not expensive. I think I paid $10 for 5 of them or something like that. So well worth the $2 for me. especially when you consider for the fitting you're going to pay 75 cents or $1 anyway. So, but this is the coop. Now the outside I made with billboard sign material. That cost me about $20 for a 16 by 16. And then I took and put PVC pipe on it and zip ties. Okay, I bought some grommets, and I'll show you the other side in a minute that I left down. This side I have rolled up for ventilation. We have them in the shade. And then the other side we left down so that we can block the afternoon sun. Now you can see I went in and I put some grommets in there. They don't cost very much at Harbor Freight. PVC pipe, and that's just because that's where I went. The PVC pipe helps hold it down. I'm going to have to put some ties on there before storm season gets here so it don't flap, and then it's up there. Now this is 12 feet long. Instead of cutting it, I folded it over in case we ever wanted to extend it. I figured it's a lot easier to fold it over and decide later on I may want to cut it than to try to put it back on. So it turns out that this sign material was not used, so I had a beautiful white side to put out. Here in East Texas, you don't want the black showing, otherwise you'll make a hothouse. Especially in the summertime when you don't want a hothouse. So, but that's it. That's my hoop coop that I built. You know, the Lord has blessed me in so many ways with our acreage and our chickens and my family and my church family. So we'll give a shout out. Thank you, Lord, for the ability to learn from the YouTubers and put some of these things to use. I hope this video has been a little bit of inspiration, or giving you some inspiration to go. And there's one other thing I want to show you. Now I bought some of these panels I had already, and one of them I got from a friend of mine who had bought some seconds. And you see it had a little crease in there. You know what? Don't get overly wound up on aesthetics on these hoop coops. The chickens do not care. And yes, I get it. We want them to look right. We want them to look good. But you know, like you see right here on the door, I use plumbing tape or plumbing straps. I also use those to hold the tops on, to make little clamps for the wire, and some sheetrock screws. I use them here to hold on the roost so that I could fold it up. I myself included, oftentimes we get too tied up in the things that don't really matter that much, and they end up being a hindrance to us rather than a benefit. So make sure you keep our priorities right, because you know what, that's not only in farm stuff and our hoop coops and so on. A lot of times we do that in our life. We get things just all mixed up and get our priorities kind of out of whack. So hey, you know what, y'all have a great day, and I hope that this has helped you. And send me some comments, like and subscribe. I could use it. We're just getting started. We're going to try it. And hey, see you later, all right?